there, thanks for joining me for coloring. Today we are going to be making this adorable Whimsy Stamps Maya card. Hi Marlene, thanks for joining me. So isn't she cute? I love her. There is, let me check, I think there's only one. Yep, there's only one card kit left, so if you want to go get that, I suggest you head over to the store and grab it up because there's only one left. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and zoom down here. And we will do some coloring. Okay, so we're going to do the outlining first. And for that, we are going to use B, 000, 000, and C, 00. And sorry, we're starting a few minutes early because the kid's going to be here soon, so we need to get started. I'm feeling impatient today. I just need to get things going here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with B000 first. And I'm going to do this where I want to have the darkest shadows. So let's go ahead and go underneath of her. And then we're going to go underneath of her dress here. And I'm coloring on the outside of the image. And I don't care how thick the line is, that doesn't really concern me. I just want it to be, and then you have to kind of look, is this arm or is this shadow or space? Okay, then we'll go up here and this stuff's underneath of these little leaves, so let's go ahead and go underneath all of that. Just thought I'd switch it up today and do a little bit different shadowing. Sometimes I just like to do things different just because. No reason, just because I feel like it. Some of these spaces that are behind. I'm going to say the light's coming from over this way, so we're trying to get all the spots that are on the left. Go over here. And then underneath of her wings. Okay, let's try that. Okay, then we're going to go over with B000, and this time we're going to go all the way around. So I'm just going to start down here at her foot, and we're going to go all the way around her image. And I try to go over the edge of the B000. That way it'll soften it on my way. And again, I don't care how fat or how skinny my line is. I'm just going all the way around. I'm going to go ahead and fill in this little space because there's not much right here between the flower stem and her hair. So I just went ahead and filled that entire area in. And same right here. There's a little space right here between her wing and her hair. I'm just going to fill that in. Then we're going to add a little bit of gray. So let's go with our C000. And same thing. I'm just going to go right around over the top of both of those colors. And if it goes out past the colors, I'm okay with that. If it doesn't, I'm okay with that too. Just wanted to add a little bit of different shade in here, just to try it out. I think I'll go down this little swirl right here too. And then even though I colored this in, I still want to go back with my gray just to add this color in.
And then let's give her something to stand on next. So for that, we are going to use E44 and 43. And I'm going to go with 44 first. And let's go, let's see. I want it to go underneath. We want our darkest one to be underneath, so let's go underneath of this stem. And then we're going to brush away from her shoe. And then we're going to go over that with our 43. So I want this color to go up, and it goes over here, so I'm going to go it kind of evens it out on this side. And then we're just going to brush out here to the edge and fill this bottom section in. There's a little, no, I think I'm going to go with just a little dot right here in between her feet, because right here is background. Hi, Eileen! And I'm going to go back with my E44. And we're going to put that back in. Okay, and then today we're going to try a different skin tone. So we're going to need 43, 40, 31, 30, and 01. Thought we'd try it out. Hi Trish, thanks for coming by. I missed you too. You must have been busy. So we're going to use these. Thought we'd try it. I'm going to try in different skin tones here lately. Okay, we're going to start with this one. Let's zoom down a little bit. See how that looks. Gotta wait for my camera to catch up. Alright, so we're going to start with 43. And let's do her leg first. So I don't want to use too much of this because it's dark. Not in the dark sense, but I don't want to have this much color. So I'm going to make a very thin line under her dress and then down the back of her leg. And then because there's not much of her hand showing up here, let's go ahead and do her hand too. So we're going to do right along her sleeve. And again, I'm just using the very tip of my pen, so there's hardly any line there. And then we're going to brush up from the bottom.
And then over here on this hand, we'll do the bottom. Where are you gonna go, Eileen? That sounds fun. Next, we're gonna add E31. It's fun to go on trips. Are you taking your Copics with you? I take mine with me. And we're gonna add some to our legs. And next we'll add 30. So for our 30, we're going to fill her hand in. We're going to just fill the rest of the area in. And even though it's down, I colored all this, I still like to brush over those previous colors. And then the E01 has a little bit of pink to it, so we're going to add that over the top of her entire skin area. So just brush over her entire hand. I'm going to give it a little bit of a peachy tone. And we'll hop up here and we'll do her neck and her face. So again, we'll start with our E43, but remember this is the dark one, so don't use too much. And then for her face, let's do inside of her ear. And then we're going to go up here underneath of her bangs. And then I'm going to go right along the bottom of her jaw. Up here. We'll start with that. We'll see how that goes. We might add a little bit more in a bit. Then we'll go with E31. And then E30. And I'm not going to fill it in all the way. Let's just brush a little bit. And then because I'm going to do her cheek over here, I'm going to do a little swab over here. I forgot to get her cheek colors out, so let's go ahead and do that. So for our cheek, we're going to need R30 and 20. I'm going to go with R20 first. Oh, that sounds fun. Going to Scotland. Alright, so we're going to go with our R20 first, and I start over here on the outside of her cheek, and we're just going to brush a little bit away from this side, kind of bring it down and out underneath of her eye. And then over here, we want it to be in this little patch right in here. That sounds way more exciting than my plans for the afternoon. We have plans to take stuff to the dump. I know, that's pretty exciting, right? And then R30. We're going to even take Mayana. She can go to the dump for the first time. That'd be pretty exciting for her. And then we're going to go to my friend Carol's and we're going to pick up some solar panels that she has in the bushes and see if we can make them work on the pool. Okay, so now we're going to go with, let's do E31. I'll probably come back and add a little bit to that cheek color after I put this in. I don't want to put too much of this either. Just do a little dab right along here. And then E30. Okay, so we want to cover up her entire face, so I'm just going to go swipe across here. I try not to swipe on her eye though, because you'll cover up that little white dot. So I'm going to kind of go around that. Sorry, Julie, I didn't see your, hi, Julie. I didn't see your comment until after I'd already pushed stop streaming that, yeah, I was going to be back in a bit. We have to do Maya. So this will be our last live stream for the summer. Because I don't know, the kids will be running everywhere. It's just going to be too complicated. So I'll still be doing videos, but I'm going to have to do them when they're sleeping or when Mr. HeathersHobbieHaven is home and he can keep them under control downstairs and entertained in the pool. But it'll be too... Usually when I get ready for a live stream, I do all that when Lexi's at school in the morning on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And so now she will not be going anywhere, so you have to do it when they're sleeping or when Mr. HeathersHobbieHaven's home. So and I'm assuming Natalie Ann will be over quite a bit, so we can't be having... Whenever they're together, Natalie and Lexi get together, they're not good. They're little terrors. They get into everything. The minute you're not watching, they're into everything under the country. Even though they know they're not supposed to. Alright, so now we're going to do... Yes, this is a Sylvia Zett image. It's a Whimsy stamp over at Whimsy Zett. I think Sylvia's on a break, so she's not doing anything in her store, I don't think. But I haven't looked lately. I don't know if she still has it open or not. You'll have to go check that out over there at her thing. But she was having some kind of crisis, and so she was taking a break. And we got E47, 44, and 43 for her hair. I love her images. They're always so cute. Oh, see, Julie says yes, she's closed. Julie's in the know. Alright, so we're going to start with our 44, and we want to put this where we want to have some dark spots. So let's start up here on her hair. So right here, we got this little piece here that's coming out from behind or underneath all these bangs. So I'm going to give that a little bit of color up here where it's touching that other hair. And then I'm going to go down here where this stuff is poking out away from her face. And let's go ahead and give that a little swipe. In this little section right here. Okay. And then we're going to go up here to where she's got her little part. And I'm going to give each centerpiece a little swipe of color. So I'm going to go swipe. And I'm going to try to keep my pen more up and down so that I can keep my little swipes a little bit more controlled. They're not quite as fat. And we'll keep turning. I do better if I do my little swipes away towards me. I don't know about you guys, but that works best for my swiping ability. Okay. And then, let's see. let's do, since this hair over here is underneath, it's kind of curling back underneath of her head, let's go with it. Let me turn her some more. Turn, turn, turn. Julie says she started her Copics with the Silver Fairy. That one is really cute. I had that one as a card kit. I don't know. There's probably a video somewhere. That's old. I'll have to go look it up later. Okay, so there we got our little bit of sprout of hair there. And next we are going to grab E44. Same thing, we're just going to add some more swiping. So let's go with this one that we started with. Cover that up. And then we're going to bring it down here. And let's swirl it a little bit down along the bottom. Like that. And then same for over here on all these great little hairs. I think I started by watching Susan Dean too. Oh, she's still doing videos? I haven't looked for her in a long time. And we'll work our way around. Whoops. And some of these are a little bit longer over here, so I'm going to try to give my swipes a little bit further out. We want them to go down into here. Yeah, here's a little curly Q. Let's get that. And let's see. Let's do a little dab on this one that's poking out right there. Okay, and we're going to go with E43 to fill it in. You can also, when you're doing your swiping, if you want to leave some white on there, you could do that. I think in my original one I did that, but today, no such luck. Oops, I colored outside the lines. I get crazy with my coloring. Okay, then we come back with my E47 and add some of that back in there. Okay, I think she needs some more of this E44 too. She's got a totally different look because yes, I left white on the other one. don't know if I love her hair as much now as the other guy, the other girl. She's cute still. All right, so far so good. Now let's see. Let's do the leaves next. Okay, so for all the green stuff, we're gonna need YG 97, 95, and 93. But you can see here. Let me grab the card. So you can see how her hair looks completely different. I can never get it the same every time. But I left a little bit of white on this one over here. So it's got a little bit... Looks kind of cute. Maybe I pulled the dark out more on that other one too a little bit. Alright, so we're going to start with YG 97. And let's go up here and we'll just start up here on this flower first. So on the flower, she's got a couple little stripes right here. And you could make these the red too, but I just decided to make the flower different. So I'm going to make these little stripes green. Oops, I should have put the shadow on this side. Because remember, I wanted the light to come from over here. See, I'm a slacker already. Okay, and then the little stem, let's do a little bit coming out right here. And then I'm going to go down the side closest to her. And then where it touches her hand, I'm going to give it a little slab of color. And then down in here, you can see just a little bit of the stem in between where her hands are. And then we're going to go down in here. And let's continue. Here's a little dab right in here. Well, here's a little bit that shows between her dress right there. We'll paint that, color it. And then let's go along the bottom. This. And we got our little leaves right here. So for our little leaves, let's do this little leaf. And we're going to curl it over. And then it's underneath back here, so let's go over this way. And curve around like this. And then for these leaves, I'm going to do this entire one in the back all the way. And then skip one. Okay, I'll start with that. We'll see how it goes. Okay, now we're going to go with YG 95. So we're going to start on our stem down here. Let's just work our way back to the top. I'm going to cover in this little spot right here. We're just going to fill that in. And then we're going to fill in the rest with our YG93. If you have some spaces that you think are looking a little bit unput together or not have too much line still, you can go over the entire thing with your 93 and that will help blend those back together. Okay. All right, and then we have a couple of green spots on her dress. So let's go ahead and grab the 97 again. And she's got this great little patch right here on her dress that we're going to have some green stripes. So let's go ahead and pick one. So let's go ahead and pick this second one in. And then I'm going to skip one. And then right here, even though I'm skipping one, this one right here is green. So I'm going to go ahead and paint that. And then what else has she got? Oh, she got this little patch on her sleeve. Let's go along the bottom of the patch. And then we'll add 95. And then this one, she's got a separate little patch right here. So I'm going to go ahead and start this one with some 95. And then we'll fill those in with 93. And that should do it for green. Let's see, what do we got next? Let's do her dress. So we're going to do her dress the same color we did her hair. So let me go ahead and grab those back out. I should have done them when I had the hair out, but I didn't. Okay, so we're going to start with 47. And we are going to let's start over here on this sleeve. So I'm going to make the band on the sleeve red, but we're going to make the sleeve part brown. And then same for her dress, we're going to have some accents with the red. So we're going to do the bodice, and then we're going to do the skirt. And then over here where her arm comes out of her vest, I'm going to make all of that dark on the inside. And then we're going to do a line along the bottom of this sleeve. And remember, this is going to be red at the end. And then we'll go underneath here. And I'm going to go a little dab underneath of her vest. And then we're going to do 44. Well, I think right here, I think this is leaf right here, or stem. Fill that in a minute. I missed it. Let's grab YG97 real quick and we'll fill in this little spot right here. this is part of this leaf, or the stem right here. Okay, and then we're going to fill in the rest of her jacket, or her dress, with the 43. Don't forget, girls, if you didn't pick up your Maya kit, there's only one left. So if you'd like to go get that, you need to go grid it soon before it's gone, because she's pretty cute. I can't imagine she's going to last forever. I have a bunch on my wall that that only have one left. I'm going to have like a little post on the blog that tells everybody where there's one left, so maybe we can make some room on the wall. Okay, brown. Okay, now let's see, let's do her vest next. So for that we need 51 and 50. Right, and so we'll start with our 51. Whoops. And we're going to do the accent on the vest red, so let's do the inside of our vest on this side. And since it's pointing away from the flower, I'm going to say that's the inside, and you're not going to see very much. And then over here, she's got a little dab behind her neck that I actually painted red last time, so I might do that still. And then we're going to go around the back, under the pocket here. And then we're going to add 50. And we're going to make her pocket red too. Well, let's do her socks next. Okay, so for socks, we're going to need W1 and W00. So I'm going to start with W1, and I'm actually going to use this too on the opposite stripe for our flower. So let's go with our flower up here first. And then we'll hop down here and we will do these stripes on her dress. And then we'll get her socks. So for socks, let's do these little wrinkles. And then I'm going along her shoe. And then we'll fill it in with our W00. Whoops, I should have done, I forgot to do the center of this little flower here. Let's do YG93 right in this. Next, let's do our wings next. So for wings, we're going to need R02. R01 and R00. Okay, so we'll start with our R02, because it's the darkest. And I'm going to do that in the center. So let's just start here. We'll go from her back, and I'm just going to swipe out this. And I think I started with this color because when I was using it before, I made this big blobby mess. That reminds me, let's take the other end off just in case. And so I had a blob on here, so I needed to cover it up. Okay, and then for each of these one little petals here, I'm going to go with a little brush of color away from the last line of the wing that goes out. Okay. Hi, Anna. Thanks for stopping by. Then we'll do R01. And I'm just going to brush over my 2. Extend it a little bit. I want to leave a little bit of space for my 00, so don't go all the way to the end. And then we will go with R00. And you can either fill it all the way in, or you can leave the ends white. I think I'll leave them a little bit of white at the end this time. Just a little dab. She's just too cute. Okay, so that leaves us with her dress, or the little accents in our flower. So we're going to need, let's see, R39, 29, 24, 14, and 22. Okay, so we are going to need a bunch. Let's see here. So we're going to need these. And let's go ahead and start at the bottom. So we're going to start on our shoe. So we'll start with our 39. And so for a shoe, let's do this side over here first. I'm going to come along up to her buckle. And then I'm going to go to just the bottom. So I filled in this whole section to her buckle. And then, or the strap. And then I'm going to come around the front. But I'm going to add a little bit to that little strap. Same for this side. Let's do the back. And we'll bring it up here towards the buckle. And then we'll do the bottom. And a little dab on the strap. And we're not going to use all of the colors on this probably because it's pretty small. Next we'll do R29. So even though I colored all this in back here, I'm going to go over it with the R29 because it's a lot more red. So I'm going over the 39 and I'm adding just a little bit more so that it takes up a little bit more space. Oops. Got to put them back in the right order. Then we'll add 24. And then I'm going to finish it up with my 14. Okay, then we'll start again with our 39. And we're going to move up to this little patch on her dress. So let's do our 39 right along the bottom. And there's some dots on there. I'm going to try to keep those white. If you go over them, it's okay. You can just always do your paint pen to put them back in if you want white on there. Okay, and then we got a sleeve over here so we can see the inside of the sleeve. And over here we can do this inside of the sleeve. And then for these little accents, let's do where it comes away from her arm. And then over here we got our pocket. So I'm going to do a little dab on the pocket. And then I'm going to do under here where there's a little wrinkle.
that. And then we're going to do the back of her collar. And we're going to come around. I'm going to kind of leave a little bit, try to leave a little bit of white there at the top so we can make it a little bit different. Okay, let's start with this. And then we're going to add 29. And even though I colored this in, remember I'm going to go over my 39 to add more of this red in there so it's not quite so purpley. I want it to be more red. If you like the purpley color, just leave it as it is. Oh, whoops, I forgot this little spot down here. Then we're going to add 24. Oh, colored part of my vest there. Let's see if we can take our colorless blender and see if we can daub that up a little bit. Okay, then we're going to move on to 14. Okay, and then I'm going to take my, what am I going to take? 51. And where I went over this little spot with my colors blender, I'm just going to color over that. Okay, then we're going to pop up here and we're going to do our flower. Okay, let's start with our 39. And let's see, let's do this petal first. I'm going to go right on here and I'm going to go along the bottom section. I'm going to kind of outline this bottom area. And then for this one, same thing. We're going to go away from a petal a little bit and then we're going to come down along this line. And up here, this petal is way underneath, so let's go ahead and bring this up here. And then it rolls up here at the top, so it's going underneath. Let's add some dark under there. And then this petal here folds over, but we're going to give it a little bit of a shadow underneath this fold. And along the bottom of our petal here. Okay, this one over here is in the back and it's folded, so let's go ahead and cover this one up. And then this one we're going to bring out from underneath the flower. Whoops. Same for this one. But this one also goes underneath this section. Because this one again is rolled over the top. So we're gonna go right, whoops, gonna go right along the edge. A little too close there. And down like this. And then here it's rolled right here. And then for this one, here's this one's behind. And then this one, we're gonna go right next to this rollover section right here. All right, let's start with that. Let's see how it goes. Well, next we're gonna go with R29. And I'm making sure to go over my R29 again. I'm just making the line a little bit thicker. Thank you, Anna. She's coming there. She's getting there. Uh-oh. I touched some red. Look, I have some red right here. I don't know if you can see it right there. What is that? See, this is why I always leave the red to the last. Because it makes a mess. I don't know what it is. Mine never dries. Oh, look. Oh, that's going to be a place for a flower. I'll just leave that. Just leave it alone, Heather. A flower. That's going to be a flower. Okay, so we're going to do R24. What do I have on my finger? Why do I have red on there? I touched it somewhere. Crazy. We'll just make sure our flower covers that up. Me and Red are not friends. And it seems like it's the R29. Do you girls have the problem with your R29? And I've even switched pens. I've filled it. When it's gone empty, it's got different ink in it. It just doesn't seem like it dries all the way sometimes. And then it's kind of shiny. I don't know why it's like that. Okay, do we want to start this one? Yes. No. Let's go. Julie's back. Julie, were you stirring your beans? Julie's having ham and beans and ham for dinner tonight. She's got it in the crock pot. All right, then we're gonna go with R22.
red is a pain. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like my R29, it just doesn't dry all the way sometimes. So I try to leave it till last so that I can try to, and I should have maybe started with the flower and then made my way down. So I should have started with the thing that was farthest away, and then I didn't have to worry about touching it. Like I did. Now I'm just swiping over the entire flower to cover it all the way up with my R22 to fill in the rest of the blank spaces, and then to just smooth it out. Let's try this again down here on my spot. That really makes me angry. Look at that. Let's see if I can push it into the paper. Let's get it excessively wet. Go, little spot, go. Crazy thing. Anyway. I'm not gonna let that stress me out because you know, we'll put a flower on it in a minute. Okay, so there is our girl. So we tried a different skin color. I'm not sure I'm loving that one, maybe because I just need more practice, or it's just not for me. I don't know. We'll try it again though, because you know, it could get better. All right, so I got all my stuff here. Let's go up a little bit more. And we're going to start with this little brown piece. Peanut cluster. Ooh, a sand eraser. That's a good idea. I have one of those, Anna. I'm going to have to get that out. But this card has a bunch of flowers right here, so I'm just to strategically place them so they cover it up. But I forget about that little sand thing. I'm gonna have to get that out. We'll try that one time. I need to leave it in here and then I wouldn't forget about it. Okay, and then I start out by making sure the card's gonna open the direction I want, because otherwise I would be the one that puts it all on upside down. Or so that it opens the wrong direction. I don't know about you, but that is a thing for me. So I always make sure to check it first to make sure that it's going. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, well, we ran out of glue. So we're gonna have to use this now. I thought that one was full, but I guess not. That's all right. We'll just use this. This just is kind of a pain. I like my tape runner for the ease of use. Okay, then we're gonna stick this one on. I like this pink paper. This is really pretty. And we're gonna set it cattywampus here so it goes off and onto the white. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to get out that sandy thing because I do own one of those. Okay, so this one you could use the flowers, or you could use, there's some words on the back of this piece. Oh, I don't feel so bad now. Thanks, Anna. It opened the wrong way. I do that all the time. Like, oh, silly me. Okay, then this piece, this green one is also going to have this little scalloped on the back. So let's go ahead and attach that first. Or I'll probably forget to attach that. It'd be like the upside down thing. Okay. Let's go And then you can kind of, at least with the liquid glue, you can kind of move it around if you feel like it. Okay, then this one is going to go over here. Yeah. So I'm glad I'm not the only one that puts things on upside down, sideways. So I always just make sure to check it first, because I do it all the time. Oh, this piece has some music on the back. That's pretty. And some little doily, like, lace things. I can't remember if the whole sheet had that all the way across or if it was just in the corner. Sometimes the sheets don't have everything on them. Okay, then we're going to go with this one. But I like this paisley print on the front. Or these swirls. Okay, next we're going to attach her. And I forgot to bring my Spica glitter pen in here and my Wink of Stella brush pen. But I've used that to add the Spica glitter pen. I used that to add to all the swirls and to her hair. And then I use the Wink of Stella on my wings. Did I put on the flower too? Oh, and the flower. I had to look. I like that brush, the Wink of Stella brush pen. It makes really good shiny shimmers on it. Okay, let's strategically place it a little bit closer over here, and then we can maybe cover it up with some flowers. That little boo-boo. Or this little tag. So this little tag here is from, the sentiment is from the Cool Tag Banner sentiment set. It does not come with your kit, but I stamped this one sentiment on there. So if you hate this one, you could either flip it over and use the other side, or you can trace it and cut out a new piece. Okay, so we need a medium and a small pink flower over here. And then we're gonna have this doily. So let's do, maybe we can strategically place, let's see, we're gonna have to do some rearranging. So let's check here. Because I wanna cover up that spot right here. Okay, so I'm thinking like this. Okay, let's put some glue on the back of this first. Okay, we'll attach our doily. And then we're going to need to strategically place this pink flower to cover up this spot right here. See? Perfect. Okay, for our little sentiment here, because we have so much stuff over here, I'm going to put a pop dot on the back because it's going to need to pop up over the top of this stuff. So I'm thinking I'm going to set it even now. So I move my flower over, so it's going to have to go a little bit on her shoe. But we're going to take this. Like, let's put it right here. But I'm still going to put some glue over here, so that if it touches the flowers, it will stick to the flower. Okay, pop our pop dot down, and then we'll just go. This little doily looking flower right here is My Favorite Things mini delicate doilies set. It came with 4, I think, doilies in there. I put a link to them down in the description box if you want. I don't have them in the store anymore because they're old. I have a million dies in the store that I need to get rid of. So if you girls need to go shopping, make sure to head over to the store and pick some of those up. I need to get rid of some things. And my card kit wall is full. There's no more room for card kits. So I'm going to need some shoppers to come pick some of those up. Or else there's no more room for that stuff. Alright, so there is our card kit. Isn't it cute? And remember, there's only 1 of these left. So if you want to grab one, you need to head over to the store and get it before it's all gone. Because there's 1. And I need to actually, I think I'll do a blog post next week that shows a bunch of when I have 1 left. Or maybe I'll post them on Facebook. So if you girls are watching the Facebook page, you can head over there, and I'm going to start posting things that there's just 1 left of, so that we can maybe, hopefully, somebody will want some card kits and, you know, pick some up, because there's no more room on my wall to hang anything. Thanks, Eileen. Okay, guys, so that is it for coloring today. I hope you had fun. If you have a question, leave me a comment down below. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button or the thumbs up button. That really helps my channel out. And then don't forget, today was the last live stream for the summer. I'm not going to have live stream until after Labor Day when the kids go back to school, because I have children running everywhere and it's just too complicated. I'm going to have to do, I'll still be doing videos, but they will not be live, because unless I just happen to have no kids here and I can just turn it on whenever I feel like it and be live. But otherwise, it's just going to be me recording videos in the middle of the night when everybody is sleeping because they don't help out. All right, girls, so I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you in the future. If you have any questions, you can always email me at HeathersHobbieHaven@hotmail.com, and I will be watching that, and I can get back to you. And as always, I appreciate you shopping at my store so that I can pay bills. So thanks, girls. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.